looking right back at her. My father slid the papers across the tablecloth. They'd already filed to cut me out of everything. I didn't cry. I didn't speak for almost a full minute. But here's what neither of them knew. 6 months earlier, I'd found my birth family. And that night, I had seated them 3 tables behind my mother's chair. She just hadn't turned around yet. My name is Paige. I'm a paralegal at a trust and estates firm. I spend my days reading the documents that decide who eats and who doesn't. I know what a deposition looks like. That dinner had the temperature of 1. No balloons, no cake. My mother in her funeral cashmere. My father's eyes going straight to the manila folder I set beside my plate. I covered the label with my thumb and let him wonder. She didn't rush. She never rushes. Wine praise. A parking story. Then the voice. You're adopted. You were never biologically ours. Waiting for the collapse. I didn't collapse. I'd known for 6 months. Then the line she'd rehearsed. We only kept you for the benefits. She smiled. My father slid papers across the cloth. Already filed. No will. No beneficiary status. Done. I read the first page in 4 seconds and saw exactly what they'd done. They'd filed against the wrong instrument. I didn't correct them. You don't tell the other side they've sued the wrong defendant. You let them finish. 6 months earlier, 2 envelopes arrived the same week. The first was from Susan Hale, my birth mother. 19 when she gave me up. Under her name, 1 line I read until the paper went soft. I never stopped saving you a seat. The second was from the county recorder. While pulling my original birth records, I checked Nana Ruth's estate file out of habit. The Ruth Mercer Family Trust. Caregiver distributions to Wesley and Diane Mercer, terminating on the beneficiary's 25th birthday, whereupon the remainder passed to Paige. Not their will. A separate trust. Built quietly by a woman who saw exactly who her daughter was and built a wall around me anyway. My parents had been drawing payments for raising me, living in a house the trust funded, for 20 years. It all ended tonight. I booked table 9, 3 tables behind my parents. Asked Susan and Pearl and Danny to arrive after us and let me come to them when I was ready. My mother slid 1 more page across. Pen on top. Just an acknowledgement. Sign it. First line. The undersigned hereby waives and forever releases any claim, interest, or expectancy. Not an acknowledgement. A waiver in costume. I left the pen where it was. My Aunt Renee appeared with my cousin Brett, both performing surprise. Blood looks after blood, she said. I felt the last thread of obligation go slack. My father stayed quiet. Then, under Renee's chatter, he leaned toward me. Your grandmother loved you, he said. I waited for the next sentence. The apology. This is wrong. He looked at my mother, sat back, picked up his water. The almost sentence died where so many of his had died. I opened the folder, 3 pages on the cloth. Attorney retainer. Trust distribution schedule. My original birth certificate with Susan's name in the mother line. My mother's eyes went straight to the trust schedule. I watched her read it. Watched the color leave her face from the top down. You filed against the wrong family, I said quietly. The one you cut me out of was always the smaller one. She reached for my hand, voice suddenly soft. We're still family. Family. From the mouth that just said we only kept you for the benefits. I stood up. My birth family is sitting 3 tables behind you. She turned, slowly, the way you turn when part of you already knows. At table 9, all 3 of them were rising. Not to make a scene, just to be standing when I crossed the room. 15 feet, 3 tables, 25 years. Susan pulled out the 4th chair, the one they'd asked the host to add even though the reservation was for 3. We saved you a seat. We always did. Behind me, my mother's composure cracked open in front of a full dining room. After everything we paid for, even cornered, the word love wouldn't come. It had never been in the inventory. I walked back one last time, set the trust schedule on the cloth in front of her. You kept me for the benefits, I said. They kept a seat for me. I turned around and didn't look back once. Pearl had ordered chocolate cake. Danny stuck the restaurant candle in it. 1 candle, same as every birthday before this one. Except this time someone meant it. And somewhere across town, my parents' attorney was about to discover they'd spent a fortune filing against the wrong document entirely. Full story on the channel linked below.